And we're live.
Yeah. What's beef, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy, I Have a Neck, TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
Giraffe necks.
What? But we're not talking about that beef, right?
Nah.
This week we're going to be spending time breaking down Megan Thee Stallion's Hiss, which is a diss track to many people, not only just Nicki Minaj, but and we're also going to be breaking down Nicki Minaj's response, Bigfoot. So far, at the time of this recording, we don't have a response back to Bigfoot yet from Megan. First thing we're going to do is we're going to listen to these songs back to back. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to listen everywhere where podcasts are heard. We're going to start with Hiss. We're going to listen to Bigfoot, and then we're going to kind of talk through some of the lyrics, some of our opinions about the music, and then go from there. So let's go ahead and crank this up with Megan Thee Stallion's really aggressive soliloquy at the top of this song. I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna hold it because it ain't as important as listening to the next record. So the next record is Nicki Minaj's response to this. It's called Bigfoot. Don't know where that came from, but we're about to find out. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Shit gonna get uglier than Ken Barbie.
I'm just gonna turn this down now.
Where to start?
Where do we start?
Let's start. We're not gonna start with Hiss because I gotta start with what's freshest. This feels like a coked up LSD hyper dream. Like she just went into the studio drunk and was like running, and nobody said anything. This doesn't sound coherent. It's not even like a light jab.
Yeah. So I got a lot of problems with this.
Okay.
Let's start with the beat first. Let's roast this for a little bit.
Please.
It is your typical like working within the if I pull out my piano, I can tell you the notes that we're playing. We're probably running between a C sharp down the D up to D sharp down to E.
Oh, you
and then you run
trap essentials.
You just run it back and forth between those notes. Like it's a really easy thing to play. I have a problem with that piece. It feels lazy. It feels like if you're gonna come with this, you should have came with a harder beat. Hiss for me is a harder beat than this beat.
Agreed, but I also know that there's a difference. Like the funny thing about Nicki clearly has the potential to really go at somebody, but I don't feel like in any of her beefs with whoever has been with that she's done what she's truly capable of, which is writing a verse where we're like, oh no, y'all might want to leave her alone.
Yeah, but why not do that now? Why not turn the heat up on the first go, right? And I would say find 2 or 3 that keep that same energy. And I think it's really easy if you got, like the lyrics say, she got the tea. Like if you got this much information, don't pull up a layup.
I don't respect just not going in. If we gonna do it bar wise, then just do it bar wise. If y'all don't like each other, then just don't like each other. The pettiest part about this beef is there's like so much stuff that's going on in and out of the system. The alleged stuff with Nicki's husband, all the stuff with Meg. It's like, what are y'all gonna beef on tracks? Like Meg seemed to take it seriously enough, and it's like, Nicki, you was throwing shots. You was expecting her to say something to you regardless. I don't know. I don't think the effort was there, and I'm kind of really upset about that as just a person who likes lyrical beefs. Like if you're gonna go at each other, especially with the talent we're talking about. Like,
yeah, you gotta come with some truth for real.
Like there's no truth in it.
Yeah. And so I think Nicki even like denying Megan's status as a star and as a rapper, it doesn't hold up, right? The only reason that diss tracks hold up is because there's a little bit of some truth and validity there that you can actually point back to.
It's why we remember Takeover more than we remember Super Ugly.
Right.
Or Ether. Like, you remember it because there's authenticity to it. You remember Back to Back because, is that a girl's tour?
Yeah. Just throwing insults ain't enough. Because you could roast somebody all day long, but that don't mean it's gonna stick.
The mama stuff was a little weird too.
Yeah. So this is even, she really went in on a deep end about Megan's mom. Megan's for folks that don't know, Megan's mother, Holly Thomas, passed away in March of 2019, a brain tumor. Megan was highly influenced by her mom because her mom was a rapper as well. And social media specifically was like, yo, why are you going at a dead mama? For what?
Even in battle rap.
That's weird.
There was a whole situation where somebody was bringing up somebody's dead mama in battle rap. And we've literally been talking about it for years because it was just weird. It's like, it's just certain stuff you don't do. Also, if I'm Meg, I'm responding. Like, I'm taking your head off. It's a couple things you're not going to play with. You're not going to play with anybody that's done gone on to glory before me. The praying stuff was weird. So it was just weird. It was like, please stop hitting folks and hiding your hand. Don't hit somebody and then be like, but let me pray for you. Like, stop. Like, cash out.
It's like Nicki went to the studio one day. She told the engineer, what you got? And he's like, that piano when you take your fingers and go, I got one of them. And she was like, pull it up.
Okay, let's get to what was actually, I think, a really decent diss track.
Agreed. But that's my question, though. Is this even about Nicki? This is more so about people talking about the case.
Yeah.
Than it is about Nicki. So I'm trying to figure out where Nicki got the idea that this was about her.
She said she can never be judged by a bitch that was dancing, making R. Kelly go viral. Nicki Minaj had a song called Up in Flames where she referenced R. Kelly, which is quite eerie since her husband is known for assaulting a teenage girl. Also, it's worth noting that her brother is also accused of sexually assaulting a woman.
This is according to Genius, by the way.
Yeah.
And these people write things.
This fact was noticed by Cardi B fans. Megan Thee Stallion also most likely is dissing Rihanna here as well, they say. I mean, it's all stupid, bro. Like, in the words of Dame Dash, y'all just chatty patties. Why is the conversation like it's so weird to me that we act like you do women empowerment about owning your sexuality and be mad if she's had sex with more than one person. Pick a side.
Who's mad?
The public who wants to keep talking about, like, her having sex with the baby or all the rappers she had sex with. And even when she said it, it's like, and both of them was talking about the goodness or the quality of the box. Which, again, if you gotta go and seek it out, like, dudes get a pass so much for, like, bro, you wanted it bad. You did. It's not like you went and, like, it's a privilege that she got you. You wanted it.
I think it's just better executed. The piano, even though the piano is the main part, and the same as Nicki's, right? Very simple, like keys, chord structure. It's nothing to sneeze at, so to speak, but it's well put together.
And I mean, again, she's in album mode. Like,
yeah, and this is a single, so it should be executed better.
Because you got Cobra, you got his. You had Nicki mention something about, like, her having one flow. Like, let's do this. When you got a flow like this, you don't need many others.
What do you mean by that?
So her flow is aggressive and really nice, but this is the Megan bag. Like, it's, H-Town. There's an aggression to it. She might go a little fast sometimes, but it's always going to be impactful. It always has like a Scarface intensity to it in a certain way.
What I heard, it was fast Cardi with an attitude.
Okay, I can see that.
Fast Cardi with an attitude. because a lot of the rhythms and the cadences are more like Bodak Yellow in a way.
Okay.
But it's much faster pace. I don't think Cardi B could keep up if she had to rap at the same pace with as much diction as Megan has.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need much else when your impact is that nice. Her diction is always clear, so it's coming through that you're gonna hear what she's saying. The speed doesn't lack. It fits every beat. It's not like Ice Spice. It's not like she coming out here like gra.
I ate at the deli. It got in my belly.
We went to New Delhi.
I caught on the telly.
Like, it's not that. I hate when people be trying to really like talk about somebody knowing good and well. Like, I'm gonna talk about you and eviscerate the stuff I know I can eviscerate.
So I feel like this is a moment where basically this song was not about Nicki. It was turned into a Nicki diss because of one line. It wasn't really for her. It wasn't really about her. It was about dudes more than Nicki. And so this was a moment for Megan to prop up the song, but also draw Nicki out. It's a setup.
Yeah, but it also feels like a hurt dog hollering.
I don't think so.
In Nicki's case, to me. Because you felt a way about whatever it is that was said. And even if she is talking, this got to be the slickest talk point blank for me ever.
But that's the part of the setup, right? So this is a chess move. I'm gonna make this, and this is gonna be a part of my album. I'm not going to give this away for free. This is not going to be one of those situations where I'm putting it on a mixtape or this is some fly-by-night single. This is gonna be a part of my rollout, so I can bank on this. What I'm banking on is that Nicki takes the bait, the public takes the bait, it becomes a part of the conversation like it is on this podcast, and it amplifies my streams and the sales of the album that I'm getting ready to roll out. So what Megan is probably about to do, she's gonna ride this one out, but she's also gonna pull out another single in a month or two that's ready for the summertime.
Do you think that Nicki is playing a much weaker version of like Charged Up before Back to Back?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. It's I felt you talking about me, so I felt hurt, and so then I'm gonna like, I thought this was about me, so I'm gonna make it about me. But the reality is that song isn't mostly about you at all. And even the one line is just like, okay, so what?
It ain't nothing to make somebody pop out for.
No.
To me. Because even the rest of the lines of the song are kind of generalized, like we said, to the public, who is way more inquisitive about the fact that it's like they really want to make this Tory situation about Megan. And it's like the reason he went to jail wasn't because he did or did not shoot her. It was because of where he had the gun and everything else. Like, he put himself in that situation. So then, like, leaving or throwing all of the blame on Meg, like, I will respond in this way too. So I don't know. Overall, I think Meg won this one. Like, if we're going for, like, if we're legitimately calling the beef, I'm saying currently right now Meg is up, just because the song was better, and like, even without any direct shots, the lyrical like impact was way up. You
made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. Nicki is falling for making this a hot song.
Yeah. If I think I'm trying to kill you.
Consumption is consumption, whether it's consumption for love or consumption for hate.
Man,
let's get up out of here.
All right, that's enough of beef.
Not for me. I'm a little hungry, so I needs to be satiated.
We will see you guys in our next piece. A 1 and a 2 and peace.